Peace fam, Tiffany Hills popping in with a video. This video will be entitled Soul Sleep. So recently I had a I made a video about telling y'all what happened to my BB Do and how she passed and things of that nature. And she recently came to me in a dream. In the dream, she was I was looking for her. Like, my sister was like talking to me, but my sister was kind of like irritating me because I was like, I need to see what happened to BB. I need to go find her. And so I look under the bed, and her and Blue is under the bed. And so she comes to me, and I pick her up and I give her some bread, like some bread. I was like, oh, I know what to feed y'all. You know, I'm gonna give y'all some fish or whatever like that. And so okay, so that was the dream. So when Blue was a puppy, Blue would always go to his cage at 6 o'clock every day to go to sleep for the night. I never trained him to do that. That's just something he did. So I always would say, oh, he's going back to the underworld. So by them being under this bed, that represented the underworld. So BB, you know, in waking life, she would always, no, I would say always, every now and then she would sit like the Sphinx. Her whole posture, she would just sit like, she would just look so beautiful. Her ears would go up like Anubis. And so I just recently watched a video with Brother Bobby talking about, sorry y'all, lip gloss. Brother Bobby was talking about to put the dog on top of your car for safety and protection and things of that nature, one of his old videos. And so I did this for many years before I even had a dog. I would use my dogs from when I was little. They were two Dobermans, and they were Solomon and Sheba. And so in this dream, not in this dream, hello birdies, hello, look at the robin. It's like anytime I make a video, they need to get on here too. So anyway, she would sit like the Sphinx. So when Brother Bobby was talking about put the dog on top of your car for protection, you won't get stop, traffic stops and things of that nature. But I was doing this with Solomon and Sheba. So when I watched the video again, because it's like Brother Bobby been coming through. He been coming through. I can't even say, just the gifts I've been receiving has been tremendous. So anyhow, so I started envisioning BB on top of my truck, and everything in me just found peace. Like everything, like when I look at her old pictures, when I everything just kind of like made sense, because her ears would go up just like Anubis. And so Brother Bobby was saying, put one on your if you don't, he was just saying, like, put her on your car. And for ladies who walk by themselves, just envision you got Anubis on a leash. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday my nephew came over. He has a puppy named Zuko. And Zuko, oh my God, I fell in love. But I definitely cannot take another puppy. Like, the energy of a puppy and the work of a puppy is too much. But him and Blue got along just amazing. And so he was just a little tough, little feisty little thing. And Blue never interacted with a puppy. So he was like this, he was unsure, you know what I'm saying? But he was just like happy at the same time, and trying to figure out what is this little thing. And the puppy just fell in love with Blue. I would show y'all some pictures, but maybe I'll put one on a thumbnail. I'll see. But anywho, all of this is leading somewhere. So BB was sent, she was, Blue has, my relationship with Blue has always been, he was my, my soul dog. He was, he came to me spiritually. He came to me when William left. William was always crazy about pit bulls and, things that I told, y'all that follow me, y'all know the story. So, that's how Blue came to me. So BB, I was always like, wondering. So she always had like these alien kind of eyes, like her eyes, would just look very extraterrestrial. And so once I started putting her on top of the car, like I said, I found so much peace. Like when I said this, she wanted to be more. She wanted to go to the spirit world and serve, as my guardian angel, protector, and whatever else. When these dogs or pets come into your life, they already have their own purpose. And so I just found so much peace. Like, she's guiding me, she's protecting me, she's doing in the spirit world what Blue is doing in the physical world. So as I still, began to dig, go back into the archives of Brother Bobby, thank God for Serious Times. I really appreciate your channel and everything that, you put out, because amazing. Ain't nothing like going back to the elders. So anywho, I lost my thought. Where was I going? So Brother Bobby was talking about a secret lover. And he was talking about the secret lover. He was talking about how there's a secret lover. We have to access this part of ourselves. It's really, when we're in relationships, we're really in relationship with ourselves. That person is just a outer reflection of, us. And I guess work we got to do, or whatever the case may be. But when you go in internal and you are fulfilled with this, not fulfilled, but what we're looking for in a person is really inside of us. And so he was, talking about how to go in and access that. And so what came to me was the Cinderella story. And with Cinderella, we look at how she found her prince and, all those things. But actually, it's an internal story. Like, she had to find self-love. She had to find her internal prince. And so in the animation, those of y'all who've seen the animation Cinderella, when the prince, she had a certain amount of time to go into the Matrix. That's how I look at it. She had a certain amount of time to go into the Matrix to get her prince. But she, 12 o'clock, she had to be out of there, or the magic wore off. And so when she left the shoe. And she had the other shoe. So when the king ordered, when the prince said, when the king ordered for the men, the royal people to go find Cinderella and try to shoot on every maiden in the kingdom, her stepmom and sisters tried to play her. And so she, when she was like, when she came down, it's my turn, I didn't get a turn or whatever. And so the stepsister breaks the shoe because it was glass. And so she said, I got the other one. Stay with me on this. She said, I got the other one. So she pulls out the shoe. The shoe fits. But what is the first thing that goes into your shoe? The sole of your feet. So with so many of us being taught, or us being conditioned, that to look outside of ourselves for our mate, to look outside of ourselves for this and this and this and this and that, and we always kind of disappointed or never really fully fulfilled, is because we have not accessed that secret lover, that soul that is in the soul. So the most powerful thing you can do is take a nap. It's one of the most magical things you can do, because those of us who are action oriented, we'll be like, I take a nap. Your body starts speaking to you, and you start getting tired, or you start getting fatigued, or you start getting a little drowsy, and you'll be like, no, I gotta wash the dishes. After I walk the dog, or after I make dinner, or after I get the kids situated, or after I do homework, and you never get to that nap. And by the time you get to sleep, your sleep is never, you're not getting that soul sleep. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of resting. So when you take a nap, your soul is pretty much saying, let's get some cuddle time in. Your soul is saying, let me heal you. Your soul is saying, let me generate your cells. Your soul is saying, let me talk to you. Let me give you some, the questions that you have. Let me answer them for you. And that nap, when we were younger, especially when we were in school, when you were in kindergarten, there was nap time. By the time you got to second grade, you stopped taking naps. Naps is one of the things we should have never stopped taking. Or, if you came with my household, you were called lazy. So it took me a while. It's taken me a while to even really still sit down and take a nap. But when I do, I am so very refreshed. So in the dream with my fast forward to a dream I had last night. In the dream, one of my old clients who I did her hair, used to do her hair, she is in the dream, and she said something like, I was having problems with my family, and she was like, well, let me fix it. You just tell me what to do and I'll fix it. And in this purse, I just had all this money. And so I was just trying to get back home to, take some of the money home so I wouldn't have all this money on me. And so for the past couple of nights, not nights, but mostly all of my reoccurring dreams, I got all this money. And this money is always in my purse. Nip came to me and put money in my purse. Somebody was taking money out of my purse, and they had to come back and put the money in my purse. And so what I interpret that to mean is I already have what it is I am looking for. We are already walking wealth. We don't have to look outside of ourselves for anything. You go inside to figure out what creative way, gift, talent, natural, supernatural ability that you need to use at that time to produce what it is that you're looking for. We don't have to go the ways in which we did in this system. It's over, y'all. We don't have to do those things anymore. Manifesting is an ancient art, and all we have to do is ask for guidance. And so the purse, like the purse meaning something sacred. You know, when you was little, your mama say, "Go get this out my purse." You know what I'm saying? And for those of us who came with my generation, you would bring the whole purse to mama so mama can get it out her purse, right? And so the purse just meaning something sacred, and money meaning something that I value, or something of value. So it could be many, many resources. It could be, something I'm not paying attention to, something I am paying attention to. So what it was telling me, one of the other things was telling me that one of the ventures I am about to launch, or things that I have in the works, will be successful. So, that's one of the things I'm offering now is dream interpretation, dream decoding, and also to help you understand how to decode. And, dream again for those of y'all who ain't dreaming. So inquire. My email will be in the description box. Anyhow, yes, so that internal lover, that secret lover, everything that we need, everything is speaking to us now. It's speaking to us when we sleep. It's speaking to us, through symbolism. It's speaking to us. All we have to do is slow down. We have to do the opposite of what we've been taught. So we were taught success means go, take this action, grind, hustle, all this stuff. And it's like the soul is saying do the opposite. The soul is saying rest. The soul is saying relax. The soul is saying calm down. The soul is saying sleep. The soul is saying listen. The soul is saying be silent. The soul is saying meditate. The soul is saying everything opposite. So now we're going, remember, we talk about the whole pole shift. That's the pole shift. Flip. You know what I'm saying? So now we're doing the opposite in order to fulfill what it is that we've been put here to do on this planet. So in that, you know what I'm saying, finding that secret lover, it has to be done through your sexual energy. And so your sexual energy ignites your creativity. And so those of us who are single, like, I ain't got nobody, you don't need nobody. That's your secret lover. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got somebody, y'all still have to tap into that on your own. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's good to have time away from your mate, because it's things that you need to do as an individual. And then when you come back together with your mate, it's all that much greater. So you got to sleep in order to get there. You have to tap into your sexual energy. You have to use your creativity. You have to use your imagination to get everything done. I've been saying this forever about the fairies. Another thing that's been happening with me, as far as things happening to my body, like my teeth are straightening in the front, like on their own. A couple months back, I was just waking up, my teeth was just hurting. And I'm like, what in the, just like the best way I can explain it is when somebody explained to me when you get braces and they're tightening them, the pain that you feel when they're tightened, that's what it felt like. And so I used to suck my thumb when I was younger, and so my teeth kind of came out, but they had like this indent in the front, so they went in instead of coming out. They are straightening out, and I'm just looking every day like, oh my God, my teeth my teeth are straightening out. Oh my God. I mean, it's just like this body, when you give it what it needs, the thoughts, watching your thoughts, watching what you think, watching what you eat, watching who you communicate with, protecting your energy, protecting your light, and giving what it is that you need to give. You know what I'm saying? The body is just amazing, but we also know that this body is just technology. But why not, while we're on this planet, have it in tip-top shape? Why not have the best things? Why not eat the best food? Why not travel to the most exotic, beautiful places? Why not have the best mate? You see what I'm saying? And so when we come out of this, I don't want to keep saying matrix, it just sounds dumb. When we come out of this conditioning and what being decolonized, we are returning to our ancient ways. And so we have to restore the earth before we can come out of this body and go on to do our other works. So the most powerful thing you can do at this time is take naps. Take naps. Me and Blue, when I tell you, because we've been getting up at 6. Well, I get up at 6 and then I'm out at 6:30. We're out at 6:30. Well, no, we up at 6:30 and we out by 7 something. And so today we were just so tired. Well, I was tired. And so Blue wanted to play. I'm like, Blue, I ain't got nothing else to give. And so we went to sleep and he was sleeping on. I'm looking down. I'm like, usually he'll wake me up. He was out. Like, we were tired. And so your body is like, you know, times like that, rest. But sometimes, you know, some of us get addicted to sleep, and that's the way we escape, you know what I mean, escape our problems, and it's a sign of depression. So in this case, that's not what I'm saying. And so I started to make sure I am in the bed at 10 o'clock. Try my best to be no later than 10:30, and it makes a world of difference, you know, based on my schedule and things of that nature. But the most magical things you can do is take a nap. For those of you who inquire about the dream interpretations, there are things I can give you, information I can give you that is on point, that rock your freaking world. But I'm not going to do a lot of things I used to do with the rituals and stuff with the videos, because it's I figure that's for people who are really, really serious. Anywho, let me make sure I got everything. I did write that down. But yeah, that was Cinderella. It was an internal story. It wasn't really so much her finding her prince and now you live happily ever after in the physical world. You live happily ever after because that masculine and feminine energy have come together inside you. And now, you know, you can do whatever it is you want to do. If you choose to be in a relationship, you can be in a relationship. If you choose not to be in a relationship, you don't have to be in a relationship. And those of us who are still single, y'all, ain't nothing wrong with us. Some of us are just too advanced for a physical relationship, and that's okay. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's something you should really be proud of, instead of like, I gotta find somebody. Every time you find somebody, you be like, I gotta get rid of this somebody. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's very, you know, divine. I think some of we were so messed up by what we were taught a mate was, and all of these things, that we have to truly go internal and undo a lot of those things before we find ourselves in a holistic relationship. So let me stop there. This is like 17 minutes. But yes, do inquire. I'm still doing the fairy readings, still doing spiritual consultations, as well as dream interpretations. So do inquire at Tiffany Powers, TIFFANNI 78 at gmail.com. Yes, but yeah, I haven't changed it to Tiffany Hills just yet. So yeah, fam, I'll talk with y'all in the next video. Peace.